edition of Temple Update. SEPTA is on strike and it's causing major problems for the Temple community. It's a big day in the life of future doctors. And a bunch of tough Philadelphians show their soft sides.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of Temple Update. I'm David Aim.
And I'm Joy Angel Concepcion. The Temple community has felt the pinch of the SEPTA union strike. Students and faculty have been forced to find different ways of getting to campus. Transport Workers Union Local 234 went on strike this week, leaving thousands of commuters who rely on public transportation scrambling to make alternate travel plans. The union represents over 5,000 bus drivers, train operators, and mechanics. As we record this broadcast, there are no talks set to resume between SEPTA and Union 234.
Temple is making efforts to assist students and faculty affected by the strike. Temple has activated a bus system that will loop along Broad Street from the Health Sciences campus to the Center City campus and back. The shuttles will run from 5 a.m. to 1 a.m. Full details are available on Temple's website.
Temple officials are taking several other measures to make sure students can get to class on time. Updates Maggie Zhang has more.
It's easy to complain about public transportation until it's gone. Students are spending long hours standing on North Broad Street. They're waiting for a ride from Temple shuttles, and some are even paying extra for taxi service. This is what students will have to endure during the current SEPTA strike. Temple is offering several options for its community. Temple has reinstituted its shuttle program. The buses will take students from Temple's main campus to Temple Center City and finally the Health Science campus.
We work really hard to make sure that the university is going to be open, that classes are going to be taught. That's what you're paying for. And we want to make sure that you get what it is that you deserve in terms of your education being delivered on time.
Frustration continues to grow with each passing day. Students say they are doing all they can to get to class.
I do a lot more walking around, which I guess is good exercise, but you definitely have to plan a lot more than you do before.
Today I was late about a half an hour to my first class, so it's been pretty bad.
This morning I have to take a cab to here, so this is like $13.
The last SEPTA strike happened in 2005. It lasted 7 days. The Temple community hopes this one will be a short one. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Maggie Zhang.
Temple's negotiations with the nurses union continues. The Pennsylvania Association of Staff Nurses and Allied Professionals has filed a grievance with the Labor Relations Board. They claim Temple is demanding a gag clause to be included in a new contract. It would limit criticism of the hospital and its administrators. The nurses' contract expired in September, but they claim they'll stay on the job as long as the negotiations continue.
It's a time-old tradition in the medical community. Temple's Minton Hall played host to the annual White Coat ceremony. Students from Temple's medical school are given their first doctor's coat at the event. Faculty, families, and friends were on hand to witness the ceremony. The students also heard speeches from recent alums and took the medical oath. The White Coat commemoration is designed to remind students about their commitment to the medical community. And Mayor Michael Nutter was on hand as Temple officially opened their new medical and research building. The $160 million facility is located on Temple's Health Science campus. Classrooms, simulation centers, and libraries fill the sixth-floor building. A Temple official says the center symbolizes Temple's commitment to medical education and to the North Philadelphia community.
On almost every college campus, the hectic lifestyle of a student can be too much to bear for some young adults. According to the American College Health Association, 15% of all college students say they have been diagnosed with depression. That's a 10% jump from the year 2000. Experts say people are seeking help because there's less of a stigma in students looking for mental assistance. The Philadelphia Inquirer is reporting local campuses are seeing a need for mental health counseling. At LaSalle University, their office held more than 200 counseling sessions during the month of October. In 2008, Gwinnett Mercy University treated 130 students. Here at Temple, 37 students hospitalized by the counseling service.
The city of Philadelphia has declared a swine flu emergency. Officials say the move will give area experts more flexibility to meet the growing demand for service. The declaration waives hospital bed limits and length of stay requirements. Doctors say most people who contract swine flu only suffer from mild symptoms.
Communications students from all over the area recently got an opportunity to meet some TV industry professionals at this year's broadcast symposium. Update Sammy Corrado was there.
Pioneers of Philadelphia hosted their 8th annual symposium at the CBS 3 and the CW Philly 57 studios. The event featured a panel of working professionals. They answered questions and provided helpful tips for area college students looking to have a career in the broadcasting industry.
I always love events like this because I'm able to connect with people of a younger demographic, which I think is one of my strengths as a young journalist.
Fresh faces, as well as some of the most esteemed and experienced broadcasters, joined together to give the students a perspective of how the industry has evolved.
Don't come into this industry thinking you just have to have a pretty face to be on camera. You have to write, you have to produce, you have to edit, you have to shoot, and a lot of times you have to post your stuff online.
Students learned that the industry is not as glamorous as it seems. A lot of hard work and dedication is required to make it in the business. In a tough time to find jobs, they recommend making yourself stand out.
I learned that if you want to make it in this industry, you gotta stick it out, and you gotta network, and you have to intern. An intern was a big thing that they sort of pushed.
It is a business that is so involved in your psyche that once you get caught up in it, you don't want to do anything else.
People also had the opportunity to see firsthand a major market television station. The symposium featured a tour of the CBS 3 and the CW Philly 57 facilities, including the control room, the newsroom, as well as the CBS and Philly Talk studios. For more information on this and future Broadcast Pioneers events, visit www.broadcastpioneers.com. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Sammy Corrado.
It was a chance for some Philly tough types to show off their soft spot in their hearts. 3,000 two-wheeled Good Samaritans rolled up to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. It's all part of the 29th annual Abate Toy Run. Each biker donated at least one new toy to the hospital. They'll be given to the Christmas spending this Christmas season at CHOP. The Abate Toy Run is the largest rolling toy drive in the country. He is a broadcast and educational legend at Temple University, and he's also the namesake of the Student of Communications Top Honor. Updates Bryant Madrick reports on this year's Lou Klein Awards.
Media professionals came to Temple's Minton Hall to honor their peers at the 9th annual Lou Klein Excellence in the Media Awards. The ceremony recognizes members in the media who have stood out and made an impact, such as Temple Update alumnus Addie Collins Zeno.
Temple played a big part in what I've been able to do in the decade since I graduated, and it provided a tremendous springboard into helping me achieve my dreams and my goals, and it just opened up a whole new world. So I'm just incredibly grateful to the School of Communications and its faculty in particular.
And that includes the namesake of the awards, Lou Klein, who has served nearly 60 years as a professor in the School of Communications and Theater.
It's a wonderful way for the students who are here to see how Temple students have gone on to a great career and to be successful, and that it started here at Temple.
The awards also serve an equally important meaning.
It brings everybody at every level together, particularly people who do not even leave their office, let alone have time to go anyplace.
Since it began in 2000, the event has honored some of the biggest names in media today, with Matt Lauer being the most recent inductee. And with each passing year, the crowds grow larger and larger to honor their own. Reporting for Temple Update, I'm Bryant Madrick.
And don't go anywhere, there's much more to come on Temple Update.
We'll be right back.